What's going on, everyone? It's time to continue on the ruby red build, get that finished up. There's some things we've got to do here. One, I think I'm going to go back and change out the ghost case DVD drive bezel, and we're going to actually use this one, which is from a Slim, but we're going to go back into its original case. We're going to cut this out custom. I still want to use this emblem over the center, and then we're going to paint this. I want to do full glow in the dark and then a little bit of the red anodized over it in a solid color, not like the bloody effect on the Deadpool one. Just nice and smooth. Now to kind of test that theory, first thing I'm going to actually do, because I kind of want to change up my personal Xbox One. As you can see, I've got a blue fan on it right now and blue temperature display. So with this one, we're going to test it out by doing full glow in the dark, and then I have blue anodized to go over it, and we're just going to see if that effect works out. So yeah, let's start with that, and then we'll take this apart. And what else do we got to do? We're going to change out some of the stuff on the faceplate, and nitro switch on the Talismoon fan. So let's get going. Alright, went ahead, put a layer glow in the dark on there. It goes on basically clear. I didn't even bother masking off the power button or anything. Now the anodized paints, they kind of act as like a tinted clear coat. So my hope is that I can lay it on nice and smooth, light to give it the blue effect, but also hopefully allow that glow in the dark to work through there. So yeah, if not, it should still be a really cool blue color, but if it does work, then I will actually use this on the DVD drive, put the red over it, and hopefully get a similar effect. Okay, I just needed to pause for a second. I started to dust on one coat, and the way it lays on there, it is nowhere near as vibrant on the camera, but it looks really cool, but it also just looks like a sky. Just thought I'd show that. Cool little feature for the future. It's probably the equivalent to 2 to 3 layers. I did it all in one go, but it doesn't lay down the smoothest, but I just really like the way this paint, the texture that it will leave, especially over glow-in-the-dark paint. That's not a good base coat to use, but definitely still glows through the paint. So that's mostly what I wanted to know. I will eventually probably put this on my own, but I still need to cut some stuff out. But anyway, we know that effect should work pretty well. I'll probably put some extra glow-in-the-dark paint when we do the DVD bezel, or the shell. And the red will cover a little bit easier than this blue. I had to do pretty heavy coat to get the full color on this one, but the red should work better. And yeah, let's go ahead and cut out the DVD shell so we can paint it. Alright, got these cut out. Now when we place this over top, got an XCM DVD drive. So, now we need to paint this. First up, clean metal primer. Next up, glow in the dark. Probably times like 3 coats, nice and thick. Alright, we'll finish it off with a light, even coat of the anodized red. Alright, we got our XCM DVD drive. Time to take apart the Xbox. We've got the faceplate off to start. And we're going to go ahead and do a couple modifications to this to start. Putting the ruby red power button in there. We're going to put the doors on there as well. We're going to leave the USB door, because those are just way too easily broken. And this one's new, so it also has the logos on there, so we want to leave that, as well as the sync button. This one is just nicer. It's the best sync button of any faceplate I've come across. It's actually rounded a little bit, and because of the chrome, it kind of makes you feel like it's an actual metal button. Yeah, I don't know, it's just nice. So let's go ahead and swap these out. Okay, that was stressful, but that very delicate procedure was a success. I really like how that looks. I think that's going to tie in really nicely, and I should probably pause that next time I do a clip. But let's keep taking this apart. Funny movie, by the way. Alright, we're now down to the inside here, of course. So it was going to get kind of complicated, but I think I simplified it quite a bit. So basically, we're going to leave this DVD drive cable, even though I'm not a huge fan of it. It's pretty snug fit on both ends, but it does work. And that's 5 volts powering our fan tunnel. And basically what we're going to do is, we still had these 2 wires from this console, had 2 of those blue LED strips in here, which is actually the blue version of this one here, that super bright stuff. So I actually spliced into that. That's 12 volts, and we're going to power our board through that, and we're going to plug this fan and that fan into these 2 noise reducers, noise reduction cables that came with a Noctua fan, and that should bring it down to about 7 volts. So it's still more than the 5 factory, but still not obnoxious. So that should be good. And that's just another cable. I don't know what I'm doing. So then we also have 12 volts to do this LED strip as well as this LED strip. And I believe that's it. I thought there was one more 12 volt thing, but that'll all be taken care of there. And then we will plug our temperature display into this plug in here. And we're actually going to move that from down here over to the side. And then we've got our DVD drive there. We'll have the UV LEDs around here. I'm not sure yet where I want to put the other red LED strip. I don't really want to just put it on the side, because with the ghost case it's going to be extremely bright, kind of obnoxious. So I kind of wanted to have it sort of under the DVD drive, but we'll kind of figure that out as we go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So we got to plug all that kind of stuff in. I got a couple more wires to make, and then we can kind of put everything back together. Alright, we got our DVD drive in place, got everything plugged in. I went ahead and took this bezel that was on the Xbox One over there, and for the temperature display, we'll be using that to kind of mount it right here. I think that'll be kind of neat. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we're ready to test it out, and then all we gotta do is set the top shell on, click the bottom side on, top and bottom panels, hard drive, faceplate, and that's about it. There we are, final product. Still gotta clean up a lot of the fingerprints and stuff all over here. Just a little pieces of hair and whatnot to wipe off. Made sure to wipe off the insides though. There's a fingerprint right there. Alright, so it's time to plug it in. Make sure all the LEDs and different things are working. Make sure it still boots up. Blaze dashboard. And yeah, it's pretty much ready to go. As we know, our controllers are ready to go. This one's clear, red LEDs on the rocker motors, red chrome buttons and back, clear red back, clear red front, chrome back, solid red buttons, red LEDs on the rockers. So yeah, let's test it out. Alrighty guys, well, that is pretty much the final product of the ruby red build. I guess I could still change where I put that really bright red LED, but I don't know, I like it. It kind of cancels out the purple a little bit, but still allows the purple that's shining this way to hopefully charge up the paint a little bit in that DVD drive. You probably won't be able to tell unless it's completely dark. Obviously there's a red tint to the shell, so that's gonna hide some of the stuff a little bit, but with everything illuminated you can definitely see all the cool stuff going on in the inside. I think that's really cool. Let's go ahead and test our DVD drive. Oop, there we go. Kind of have to hit it onto the side. But there you go, Blaze dashboard. Look forward to seeing the sale listing video for this guy pretty soon. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.